My name is Clive and I welcome you to my bread making masterclass. I'm going to weigh out now 600 grams of strong white flour. Now I'm going to add 100 grams of Canadian very strong stone ground wholemeal flour, bread flour. We put the flour now into the bowl. Give it a little mix through. And at this point we need to add 1 teaspoonful and a little extra of salt. Now if we mix those together, we'll add a small amount of butter. 10 grams is usually plenty. The best result is with normal unsalted butter. Crumble it in. Now at this point, I'm going to prepare the yeast. There you can see the 2 distinct layers now between the water at the bottom and the yeast and the sugar fermenting at the top. And my hand is shaking. Keep your salt away from your yeast until it's in the flour, because the salt will kill the yeast and it'll set it back, so you don't get your loaf rising. So what I'm going to do now is pour this into the flour, and in it goes like that. Now what I will do is put the remaining water back into this bowl so that none of the yeast and sugar is wasted. So we'll start mixing this in now to make it just like as if you're making concrete, and hopefully the bread won't turn out like concrete. Now we can put the remaining water on top of that and keep a little bit back like that. And slowly it starts to come together. I think it's a little on the dry side. That can be accounted for any number of reasons. The dry day, the atmosphere, everything. So we'll use the last of the water and mix it in. We now got to get our hands in there now and start mixing it into a dough. If it's like a cow pat, you're too wet. At this point in time, you can always add a little bit of flour from the bag, just to dry it up a bit. The bowl is reasonably clean, there's nothing sticking to it, and we'll put that on the table. Now we're going to knead the dough. So in order to knead the dough, I need to put some flour on the work surface, because once you start kneading, it'll stick to the work surface if it's not ideal. This is the kneading process. Now this is the most laborious part of the job. Fold it in back into the middle, fold this one over the top. Turn it round and continue to push and drag the dough back towards you with your other hand. Fold it into the middle, fold it back over, turn it around. Continue to do this. A lot of people say the more kneading you do, is often better than the ingredients you put in. but I don't know whether that's true. Fold it into the middle, fold it back. Turn it round, and the same again. It's not sticking to the hands, it's not sticking to the bowl. Some people will say you should see blisters underneath the skin. At this point, at this stage, we've got the dough in the bowl, and we will now accelerate the proving of it by putting it in a warm oven. It's not hot, it's warm. Put the bowl and the dough in the oven, and we'll cover it over with a tea cloth and leave it until it is roughly doubled in size. We need to grease the tins. Greasing the tin is quite important. Yeah, the dough is ready when it is doubled at least in size, which this seems to have done. Now we need to knock this dough down now, and a little secondary kneading. This kneading needs to be done. If you want to subdivide this into and make bread rolls, so be it. You know, you just got to do the best you can. You cut it and divide it, subdivide it, but I'm going to make 2 loaves of bread because that's what I want for my sandwiches. Now we're going to put this straight into the preheated oven, which is at 200 degrees C. 1, 2, voila. Then it's just a matter of sitting down now and watching Blue Peter or whatever you fancy. Yes, I think the bread is done here. Now we'll just check the loaf to see if it's cooked. Tap the base. If it sounds hollow, it's cooked. There's the 2 loaves we've made. You might be able to get them a bit better shape than what I've got here. That was my masterclass. Good luck with your bread making.